Hey, what's up?
Not much. How you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. What do we got here?
What we have here is a Vegas Golden Knight jersey signed by Marc-Andre Fleury and worn by him.
Okay.
You know who that is, right?
Yes, that is our goalie for our NHL hockey team now in Vegas.
About time.
You ever play hockey?
Pretty much my whole entire life.
On like ice skates?
No, on the video games.
I'm at the pawn shop because I'm here to sell my Vegas Golden Knights jersey signed by Marc-Andre Fleury. I got this jersey because I'm an actual hockey fan as well as a Vegas Golden Knights fan. If I sell it, I would go to a few games or maybe go on a small vacation with my wife.
I love our logo. It was announced in 2014 that we were going to get a hockey team, and it really was so huge for this town. We wanted a professional sports team here, and it just never, ever worked out. So the entire city has been like...
Golden Knights out.
Oh, I'm telling everyone's got a jersey.
I see the hoodies and the hats everywhere I go.
Fleury, he's our goalie. His nickname is Flower because Fleury is like French for flower.
This guy is like the stud of all goalies. I mean, drafted by the Penguins, you know, won 3 Stanley Cups over there. And we were lucky enough to get this franchise player to start our franchise. And, I mean, I might be a little biased, but in my opinion, there's no better goalie out there. So, it's definitely the professional model jersey, but that doesn't mean, like, one of the hockey players actually wore it. You can buy these right there at their merchandise store. But he's not number 17. It's a little fishy.
Okay, so how much you looking to get out of this?
I'm looking to get $2,500.
$2,500 for a jersey just because it's signed by Fleury. I mean, Fleury, his autograph is worth something, the jersey's cool, but is there a reason why you want $2,500 for this thing?
Well, this is the very first Vegas Golden Knight worn jersey
So you're saying this is the first jersey ever worn by a Golden Knight?
by any Vegas Golden Knights player.
All right, you got something here. I actually know a few guys over at the Golden Knights. Can you meet me at their practice arena?
I can.
Okay, I got a guy over there who'll be able to authenticate the autograph and tell me more about the jersey. And then we'll go from there, okay?
Sounds good.
You want to go over there?
Yeah, I'll wear the jersey so we don't get lost.
No, he will take the jersey because we don't own the jersey yet, okay? Come with me. I got a little treat for you. I have a serious surprise for Chuck.
It is really cold in here.
Well, it's an ice skating rink, so it has to be cold.
It doesn't have to be ice cold.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Apparently, we're pretty cold.
Yeah, here's the jersey.
Okay, I got the guy. He should be here any second. He'll check it out. It's the one guy in the world who'll know everything about it, if it's legit.
All right, hopefully.
Hi, how you doing? Hey.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good.
So this is the guy who's gonna look at it.
All right.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
My name is Marc-Andre Fleury. I play for the Golden Knights. I got a call from Rick asking about one of my jerseys, and I had to come in to make sure it was the right one.
So this guy right here says this is your first jersey, but it's got a 17 on it and doesn't have your last name on the back of it. So you signed it. I just want to make sure it's just not a jersey you signed.
You know, that's the jersey I wore at the expansion draft. That's why there's number 17, because it was in June 2017. That's when Vegas got their first pro team. Yeah, so I think that's mine too, because it's got my signature. That's what I did
Okay.
out there, and that's the jersey I wore to throughout the day. It's got my initial on the finding strap there.
So this is your very first Knights jersey that you ever wore.
Yeah, the first one, first time Vegas as a professional team, and that's the first jersey that was worn.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks, man. But one of the reasons why we're here, Chubb, I got you a surprise. This goalie right here is going to teach you to be a goalie.
Really?
You're going to be on the ice with the Knights.
I definitely got the body to block a goal. Let's go do this.
Let's go.
Nothing's gonna get by me.
This is definitely my jersey, and it's definitely my signature. This jersey is 1-of-1, so I think it's priceless.
So what will we take for it, man?
I'm looking to get $2,500 at least.
I'll give you 1,500. I know it's super cool. It's the first jersey from the Golden Knights.
It's an inaugural season, you know? The very first
Maybe what's your best price?
2,000.
I'll tell you what, I'll do this. I'll give you 1,700 bucks, just like the number. I'm just afraid I'm gonna have to hold on to this for a few years for it's worth a lot of money.
All right.
We got a deal?
We got a deal.
All right, sweet. Now that's priceless, right there. You can do this, chum.
Bend your knees, get a glove in front a bit. Yeah, open it up. Oh, I just missed, you got lucky. Good save. One thing you gotta make sure you do is when you make a stop, you gotta let them know, like, that they suck, you know? Make sure you cheer, you know, so they know. Don't make a save.
You suck!
There you go. That's way better. Nice, another one.
Yeah, chum!
Yeah! Nice, piece of cake. Good job, good job. Awesome, good job.
I got a good coach. What do we got here?
I have Wayne Gretzky's last professional contract when he was with the New York Rangers.
This is really cool.
Who are you, his agent or something?
I wish I had that kind of money. I came to the pawn shop today to sell my Wayne Gretzky signed contract. I'd like to sell the contract today because I really could use the money right now. I'd like to get $3,000. The least I'll take is $2,000.
So where'd you get this?
A friend of mine that I rented a house to gave it to me in lieu of paying me. He's the witness for it. He worked at Madison Square Garden. He knows I'm a huge Wayne Gretzky fan. There's only 5 contracts in existence. The NHL has one. Neil Smith, the general manager, has one. Wayne Gretzky has one, the Rangers, and then his copy.
I mean, I can't tell you one hockey player in the world right now, but I can tell you Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, I mean, he was the best player ever.
He was on the Wheaties box.
Yes, he was.
Baseball's got Babe Ruth, basketball's got Michael Jordan, and for hockey, it's Wayne Gretzky. A lot of people don't know a damn thing about hockey, but everybody knows about Wayne Gretzky. Mind if I take a look through
Be
it?
my guest, be my guest.
So he made $4.5 million a year for the first 2 years, and then $5 million a year after that.
Exactly, and he also got a $3 million signing bonus just for, signing the contract.
So this guy's paycheck was $500,000 twice a month.
Exactly. Can you imagine getting a check like that all the time?
I wouldn't be here, man. This contract's really cool. I mean, it belonged to the greatest hockey player of all time and has all kinds of cool details in it. I can't see any hockey fan not wanting it, so I gotta get it. So what do you want to do with it, man?
I'd like to sell it.
Give me an idea of what you're looking to get out of it.
It's really hard to put a price tag on something like this because it is a once-in-a-lifetime thing you're gonna see, but I'm looking maybe around $3,000.
You think it's real?
I don't know. I think it is, but how do you even know for sure? I'm gonna give a buddy of mine a call and have him come down and take a look at it.
Okay, cool. That sounds great to me. There's no question in my mind that this is real, and I'd love to have them bring in an expert. The contract is definitely worth more than just a signature on a puck or a stick. It's unique, and it's one of a kind.
That thing's sick, big hoss.
If we get it, we can make a lot of money on it, man.
I know.
Or they can make a lot of money.
That's your job, is to make us money.
What was that, Corey?
Well, I'm about to make you guys a lot of money with this Wayne Gretzky contract. You guys done anything lately?
I'm about to buy a knee mortar. I will make more money off that than that Wayne Gretzky contract.
Really? You want to bet my partnership on it?
No, but I'll bet you 20 bucks.
So no answer on me becoming a partner in here yet?
Corey's been hassling us about becoming a partner longer than I've had dentures. In my day, you got stuff by working, not complaining.
Giving you part of the business involves accountants and lawyers. It's just not as simple as just giving you something.
Right now, put it aside and go back to work.
You guys are unbelievable. Jerks.
Hey, Rick, we need to resolve this. So meet with the accountant this afternoon, and me and you'll get together in the morning, and we'll give the kid an answer.
All right. Chum, you just gonna stand around here? Get back to work.
Hey, Jeremy, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, guys? The guys call me down to the shop anytime a really unique or rare piece of sports memorabilia comes in the door. What do we find this time?
We got Wayne Gretzky's contract.
You got the great one right there, man. This is really special. Where did it come from?
A buddy of mine gave it to me.
That's a heck of a present.
It's pretty clear he's the greatest hockey player of all time, right?
Absolutely, he is. In his 20-year career, he just shattered the record books and is the leader in every major offensive category. By the time he retired, he had the career record for most points with 2,856, which is 1,000 more than the second closest guy. Wayne Gretzky wasn't known as the fastest, the strongest guy on the ice, but he just had such natural talent, such vision, that he could actually almost slow down time and anticipate where the puck and everybody else was better than anybody else has ever done. What are your concerns with the contract?
I mean, it's not like it's a jersey or a stick or something. I mean, it's a contract. I don't really know what the market is, and I don't even know if it's real.
Yeah, with contracts being as scarce as they are, it's a lot more difficult to gauge a value just because there's only a few of these that are made up each time. Let me take a look at the contract and we'll see what we have.
Okay.
Now, with signed contracts like this, the signatures on them, they're what determine whether it's worth thousands or pretty much worth throwing in the recycling bin. So let's have a look at the autographs. We have a signature from Wayne Gretzky. Right above him, Neil Smith, who was the GM of the Rangers. And over to the left here, this would be a witness to the signature. Now, Wayne Gretzky's signature in particular, it's a very quick and abbreviated autograph. The main characteristics are the W in Wayne, the G in the Y in Gretzky. The G in particular almost looks like the symbol for pi, where it comes up on the left side, kind of loops at the top, drops straight down on the right side. The Y in Gretzky pretty much is almost like the number 7 with an arc on top. What you have here, it's not a reproduction, it's not a forgery, but a 100% authentic contract signed by Wayne Gretzky.
That's great. That's what I wanted to hear from you guys.
Now, the value of it, this is very special, and I would expect at least $4,000 for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, it's definitely a rare piece.
Jeremy, man, I appreciate it.
You got it, Corey.
Thank you.
Signed contracts in general have a very narrow market. They're extremely rare, but considering it's Wayne Gretzky, with the right exposure, I don't see him having a problem selling it.
After hearing that, how much you want for it?
Well, he said it's worth $4 grand. I'd like to get at least 3. Like I said, you're never gonna see another one like this come through the shop.
What you have is really cool, but I would almost rather you have a bunch of pucks or sticks or something, because it's gonna be hard to sell this. It really is. I'd go like $1,500.
That's just a little bit too low. I can't do that.
I mean, it's gonna be such an issue displaying it. It's not like something you would have framed or matted. It's almost like a book. You know, to actually sell this, I'm probably gonna have to take out ads somewhere and let people know I have it for sale. Would you go 18?
How about 25?
I'll go $2 grand. That's the best I can do.
Can you split it with me? Give me $2,250?
$2,100. $2,100. That's it.
Sounds good to me. I can do that.
All right. John, you wanna take care of it?
Yep. Grab the contract and meet me at the desk.
Personally, I think it's worth a little bit more, but I'm very happy with getting $2,100 for the contract. Like I said, the money will be used, you know, and in a great way, and that's what I came here for today.
Got the Gretzky contract for $2,100. It's worth $4 grand.
That much?
Yeah.
What'd you pay for your item?
$1,250?
What's it worth?
Like 2,000?
Ooh, that's about $1,900 too short.
Earlier, my dad and I made a bet to see who could buy an item with the highest profit margin. I wanted to bet a partnership, but he only wanted to bet 20 bucks, which was probably good for him because he just lost. Sounds like you lost. You got my 20 bucks?
Don't you owe me 20 bucks?
Always trying to get over on him.
I'm not trying to get over it, just don't you? Didn't I like buy lunch or something last week?
I don't owe you 20 bucks. Give me my 20 bucks.
There's 20 bucks. Don't be so moody, God.
If I was a partner, I'd make a lot more than 20 bucks off this.
I'm getting really sick of his pissy attitude.
Rick, he's got a pissy attitude because we keep stringing him along. We need to give the kid an answer, yes or no.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
All right, another gun that won't sell.
Not exactly.
Not exactly. Okay, what do we got?
A hockey stick signed by the Miracle on Ice Olympic hockey team.
It's a little hockey stick.
I decided to come to the pawn shop today to try to sell my hockey stick signed by the 1980 Miracle on Ice Olympic hockey team. It is a one-of-a-kind, very unique item. I wouldn't take less than $5,000 for it today.
So you had everyone on the team sign it.
Mm-hmm.
Who acquired all these signatures for you?
Before the games in 1980, my uncle was a bus driver, and one of his charter trips was to pick up the hockey team and drive them to the airport And so at that time, I got all the players and the assistant coaches. Then in 1994, I was working at a country club, and Herb Brooks, the head coach, came in, asked him if I could get the stick there before he left, if he would sign it, and he did.
The 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team was a bunch of college kids and amateurs, and they were going to take on the Russians, who were considered unbeatable. And they kicked the Russians' asses. It was one of the greatest upsets of all time.
This was the game of the century. I don't know who designated as a miracle on ice, but that's what it was.
They weren't expected really to do anything that year. I mean, there wasn't really high expectations for them to win any medal at all.
You know, what they did was a miracle, and a lot of experts say that it was the greatest moment in American sporting history.
If I can get these signatures verified, there's no question I want this stick. I know a ton of collectors who would think this thing is absolutely priceless.
And what were you looking to do with it?
I'm looking to sell it if the price is right.
I mean, the problem is there's only one of them that exists, probably not something to compare it to, and it's really difficult coming up with a price that way. I got a buddy, he knows about autographs, he can tell us if they're all legit. Let me get him down here, and I'll try and come up with a price. Can you come back?
Yeah, sure can.
All right, thanks.
All right, great, thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot for
Thank
coming
you.
down.
I'm not concerned about the expert coming to take a look at the stick to authenticate it. I'm positive it's 100% authentic.
I'm Drew with Authentic Autographs Unlimited, and I'm a forensic document examiner. What's the story on this one?
I've got signatures from the 20 players of the 1980 Olympic hockey team. The head coach, Herb Brooks, the assistant coach, and goalie coach.
I remember watching this game, actually. It was fantastic. I remember just jumping on the couch after we won. It was like just amazing. So let's take a look and see if it's authentic or not. All right, start from the top. Jim Craig, that's the goalie. He makes this very distinct ending for his G. Capital J is always very distinctive and very consistent, so that's interesting. Ruzioni, the captain of the team. Yeah, that's Herb Brooks' signature. This is the head coach. He always takes a 0 and codes over the K. You know, it's kind of like a fast type of handwriting thing. He does that a lot. But when you put all the signatures together, it's like bringing back history, you know? This is not like a single signature where you've had very little evidence to go by. There's all kinds of evidence, and this thing is absolutely authentic.
All right.
Thanks, Drew.
You bet. All right,
You're the
guys.
man. I appreciate it.
Take care. You bet. It's amazing. Value-wise, this thing can be worth thousands of dollars if someone really wants it bad, and I'm sure someone will pay that one day.
So what were you looking to get out of it?
$5 grand. It's a one of a kind.
You know, it's really neat, but I couldn't come close to that. I mean, I would give you $1,500 for it. It's just, sports memorabilia is just like the stock market. It goes up and down in value. And this particular point in history right now, it's down.
Way down.
Well, how about 4,500? I mean, don't you believe in miracles?
You know, I'll go like $2 grand on it. I mean, I think, you know, it's that special. I might be able to get a little bit more for it.
Double it. There's a 4 and we got a deal.
No.
Not only no, hell no.
It'd be a really cool thing in my store, but we're just too far apart, I guess. Thanks.
you.
Have a good one, man.
Thank you. This stick means too much to me. I've had it for so long, and there's such a story and history with it. I just don't think 2,000 is enough for me to part with it at this time.
How you doing?
Doing well, thanks.
What can I do for you today?
Well, I've got a hockey set that I'd like to show you.
1954-55 Topps hockey, okay. You know, hockey is the funnest thing to go see live because it's non-stop action. And it's nice and cool.
It is nice and cool.
You can wear a jacket, yeah.
I have a 1954-1955 Topps hockey card set. I purchased the card set at an auction about 25 years ago. If I'm able to make the sale for $15,000 today, I'm hoping to do a few home repairs prior to eventually migrating out to be with my wife in Australia.
Okay, 1954, 1955. I believe this is the first time Topps released a set of hockey cards. So NHL was established in 1917 in Canada. A few years later, in the 1920s, it came over to America. Not until Wayne Gretzky really came around did your average American care about hockey. Hockey wasn't that big in the United States as it was in Canada. You know, growing up as a Canadian, you play hockey. Growing up as an American, you know, in these days, you probably played baseball. So what are some of the more notable cards in here?
Well, the most collectible card in the set would definitely be Gordie Howe, the all-time leading scorer before Wayne Gretzky came along. Ted Lindsay's in the set, Terry Sawchuk, in some circles still noted as the best goalkeeper of all time.
Yeah, these are the pioneers. These are the guys that you know, brought hockey to America. Probably a lot of Hall of Famers in here.
There's plenty of them.
So I know as far as hockey cards go, this is the set to collect, so probably not the hardest sell. They're definitely far from perfect, though. Just looking at them, you know, there's a bent corner here. There's a little bit of discoloration on the bottom. So how much are you looking to get?
About 15,000.
Well, that's a lot to spend on a couple cards. So I'm gonna have to have someone come down, take a look at these, evaluate them, and tell me what he thinks about them.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, let me go call my sports expert, and I'll be right back.
All right, thanks. I have absolutely no problem having an expert evaluate the cards. I'm very confident we'll be able to come to an equitable deal, and we'll work out from there.
Check it out. I think this is the holy grail of hockey cards.
This is a great set. It's the inaugural set from Topps. It came out in 1954-55. This set's really rare. It was comprised of 4 different teams: the New York Rangers, Boston Bruins, the Chicago Blackhawks, and the Detroit Red Wings, each team getting 15 players. They had a bunch of Hall of Famers in here, Gordie Howe being the most collected card in this set. You know, as far as condition, everybody always looks at the first card and the last card. The reason why those are tough is because kids would put rubber bands around the cards.
There you go.
They would crimp the sides. But these seem like they're in really, really nice shape. Yeah, the color, the white, the color, the red, it really whoa. This is a little rough. In essence, this looks like it was residue from old holders where they'd have like an oil that would come from, because they didn't have great quality control. So even though the front is really, really nice, it would take down the value, you know, based on the fact that it has that staining.
How often do you find these in, you know, great condition?
It's almost impossible. But as far as this set's concerned, overall, you're looking at about a value of $5,000 for the complete set of the 60 cards.
Well, I appreciate you coming by.
Absolutely.
Thank
you
you.
got it.
Thanks, Dan.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Nice to
it.
meet you.
So, he still says they're very hard to get and almost impossible to find in a perfect state, but I'm not gonna be able to do 15,000. Honestly, I'm not even gonna be able to do 5,000. I could do 28 though.
How about 4?
Realistically, if these sit in my shop for 6 months and someone comes in and offers me 42, 43, I'd like to have the flexibility to be able to accept it.
Okay.
With that being said, I could do 32.
How about 36?
Split the difference, maybe go 34.
All right, 34.
All right, it's a deal.
All right.
Meet me over here, we'll write it up. And thanks for coming in.
All right, thank you. The appraisal was a little bit lower than what I had hoped. I was obviously hoping for a higher value, but I'm happy to make the transaction.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So tell me what we got here.
It's a hockey stick that was autographed by Paul Newman, and I'm told that he used it in between filming in the movie Slapshot.
You don't look like a hockey player.
Do I look like a hockey player? Not on your life. I'm at the pawn shop today trying to sell my hockey stick that's been autographed by Paul Newman. As far as I know, this is a one-of-a-kind hockey stick, and I'm hoping to get about $800 for it. If I make the sale today, then maybe I'll buy something nice for someone, or myself.
This is interesting. So tell me, where'd you get it?
I was in real estate, and I had a house up for sale. Buyer came in, said he had done catering on different movies, and he did Slapshot, and I said, oh, Paul Newman. And he excused himself for a few minutes and came back in and handed me this, and I said, wow.
Slapshot. It was before my time, but I've seen it at least 100 times. My father absolutely loves the movie. It's the whole, you know, down-and-out hockey team with down-and-out player-coach, I think was what Paul Newman was. And they just couldn't really win, and they were gonna lose the team, so they brought in the Hanson brothers and just beat the hell out of everybody. The critics didn't like it too much, but I mean, it's got a cult following to where it still holds rank as one of the best sports movies of all time. Paul Newman himself, I mean, probably the most awarded actor that's been alive in my lifetime. I mean, the guy is up there with just absolute Hollywood royalty. I mean, I see his signature there. Was it actually used in the movie, or?
No, what he had said is in between filming that some of the crew members and Paul Newman would play, and this was supposed to be a one-of-a-kind. He signed it for him there and gave it to him.
Okay, so what are you looking to do with it?
Well, I'd like to sell it.
How much are you looking to get out of it?
I think that it's worth about $800.
Okay, tell you what, let me have somebody come down and check out the signature and see if it's legit, and we can go from there.
That'd be great.
All right, well, I'll be back in a few. Just hang out, okay?
I have no concern with the expert. I think he's going to find that it's real. I do believe it is Paul Newman's signature.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Hey, Corey, good to see you. Hi, how are you? What's happening?
Paul Newman signed hockey stick, maybe around the set of Slapshot.
Nice.
It still is one of the best sports movies of all time.
It basically was a hooligan hockey team. I mean, the thing with Newman, great actor, ends up in this film, but he had a great body of work before he did that. You know, Cool Hand Luke, the hustler, and in the middle of his career, he had this role as a hockey player. Given Paul Newman's stature in the acting world and the fact that, you know, he's acting into his 80s, won an Academy Award in 1986, he's been in some of the greatest movies of all time. His autograph is highly sought after by collectors, especially him in certain roles. Slapshot is definitely one of them. Obviously, you have concerns, you know, about the stick itself, the autograph.
Yeah, I mean, I've got concerns mainly because I feel like somebody could really easily kind of forge something like this.
Sure.
So I figured it best to bring you in and have you take a look at it.
And also the thing to think about, too, he had secretaries signing for him literally throughout his entire career. So I'm interested to take a look at this. If we could maybe just flip this one around. The filming of the movie was 76, 77 range, somewhere in there. So the stick looks like it could be period. Now, and this is kind of what I would expect, fiber tip marker. The ink is live. So if you look at his autograph, it's kind of got this big P in it. He spells every letter. Look at this nice little kind of tail he makes. Signature matches perfect. Really beautiful autograph of Paul Newman.
Okay, so it's legit?
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
Okay, what's it worth?
It's probably not something they used on the film, and I've seen pictures of them, watched the movie. They weren't using that type of stick, but it's possible to use it in practice. But even with that said, who has a Paul Newman signed hockey stick from this era? Nobody. Corey, I'd say this is a $1,000 piece easily.
That's good.
Wow. Well, Steve, I appreciate you coming down, man.
Yep, good to see you. Good luck with that. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay, well, you heard Steve. He said 1,000. I know you're asking 800. I'm gonna offer you 6.
I kind of think it's unique, and maybe it would be worth about 7.
You know, my dad really likes the movie, and I don't think I'll see another one, so you got a deal. Meet me over there. We're gonna do some paperwork.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad I took a slap shot at this deal because I'm going home with $700.
So where's it at? There it is.
No. How much do you love me?
I think you're amazing. You're a wonderful son.
Maybe even your favorite son at the moment?
At the moment, yes. I will give you that.
What are you wearing?
Charlestown Chiefs. That was the fictitious hockey team in the movie Slapshot. It's one of my favorite movies ever.
Never even heard of it.
It stars Paul Newman.
The salad dressing guy?
No, Paul Newman was a mega Hollywood actor. Greatest hockey movie ever. You have to see it.
I don't know. The Mighty Ducks was such an iconic hockey movie that they actually named a real team after him.
Whatever. Corey, present me with my hockey stick.
Well, here you go. Here.
Let me see this thing. It's pretty cool.
It's right here, Pops. You can have it. Here, take it.
All right, I can see it in your eyes.
Stop it.
You can have it. Here.
No, you're gonna throw it to Chump.
I'm not gonna throw it to
You're
Chump.
gonna throw it to Chump.
Boy,
Yes, you're gonna
just
throw it
take
to
it.
Chump. You're...
Look,
I'm not gonna... That's the way the Hanson brothers did it.
You know the stick goes the other way, right?
Funny.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay.
What can I help you with?
I have today a historical local item. It's the Vegas Golden Knights inaugural puck.
Okay, yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights inaugural home game, October 10th, 2017. You mind if I take it out?
Go right ahead.
I imagine that you just kept it in this
I
plastic
sure
piece.
did. Still has that new tire smell. I'm here at the pawn shop today to sell my limited edition Vegas Golden Knights inaugural puck. I attended the very first game they played in their home ice. It says the date of the game. It's bronzed, and I have the original box in the case. I am looking to sell the puck today for $500.
This is a pretty cool item here. The Vegas Golden Knights are the first professional team that Las Vegas ever got, and they weren't supposed to be very good, but we showed everyone because we made it all the way to the Stanley Cup.
That's right.
And even though we didn't win, the entire city took that as a win. Anything sports related is going to be collectible, and I like that you have the original box with it. It is ripped right there, but it happens sometimes when you're opening stuff up.
Yep.
So what are you looking to do with it?
I'm looking to sell it.
And how much are you looking to get?
I'm asking for $500.
Okay, that's going to be, you know, way over the price I'm willing to pay. I personally think it's worth a lot more, but the internet doesn't. You can find them on the internet for about $100. Usually I don't pay what something's worth, but this is something I want for my personal collection. So if you do want to sell it for $100, I'd be happy to take it.
Maybe at $175?
I would go up to $125 just because to me it's just as cool as it is to you, and you know, I see the value in it.
All right, the puck stops here. You got it.
All right, it's a deal.
All right.
It's gonna be in my collection now. Let's go do some paperwork.
Okay. I'm okay with the $125 sale. It more or less paid for the ticket of the game. It can't take away a memory. And I'll probably use the proceeds for a future hockey game.